little something. Go ahead, man. Break it down.
When you really break it down.
We're just two honks and a Negro serving the Lord. We're just two honks and a Negro singing our song.
What is up, people? Welcome back. Another week. Brother Jay, how are you? All right. All right.
Fucking great.
No, speaking of them Johns, dog, I've been taking like the Blue Lotus gummy things for a little while. Right. But I hadn't taken them for a minute. Dog, I ate two of them bitches, dog. They sent me right over the edge. I was just like washing some dishes late at night, and then I was like, I gotta go lay down.
Bro, isn't that a fucking great feeling though? I just started some new sleeping pills I had never tried before, and me and my girl were in Wawa, and I was like, oh yeah. She was like, what? I was like, sleeping pills starting to hit. She was
These
like,
Johns are hitting.
she's like, you need me to drive? I'm like, no, I'm good. But, I can just tell that they're starting to take them.
Yeah, that would be cool if I didn't get the like crippling fucking paranoia or fucking
Yeah, use a pussy.
shit afterwards.
You gotta get some you gotta go to a doctor, right? Tell him you got severe anxiety. He's gonna give you some anxiety meds. So that way when you smoke and you pop them bitches before you smoke, and you'll be good.
That would probably work, but
would work.
dude,
I know.
this crippling anxiety is insane. No, I can literally like I'll have to have like I gotta have the room like complete silence. Because if I hear things, dog, like if I hear like, dude, I start tripping out crazy. Like Ashley was watching, she goes to sleep like watching bullshit on YouTube all the time.
Don't they all?
Dog, she's been like, there's this lady that's on TikTok that just fucking does scratch offs.
Right.
She just fucking scratches scratch offs off for like 4 hours a night. Right, dog? I immediately start tripping. I'm thinking this bitch is talking shit.
Yo, you always be on somebody talking about me.
People be talking shit, dude. Everybody's reckless. I'm trying to catch the wreck. But it's just super rough when I'm trying to fucking lay my head down and go to sleep. And I'm like, well, what the fuck did this bitch just say? But did you see any of the insanity of this week's fucking episode of the season?
What?
I said, have you seen any of the episode? Like, all right, so I'm gonna break it down. I think that Rogan is right, and that we are living in some sort of like weird movie situation where like every week is just like another wild like episode of a show. I can't wrap my head around. It's the only way I can wrap my head around the fact of like all of the crazy shit that goes on. So I don't know if you know or seen, but Trump did an interview with a streamer that is the Aiden Ross bull.
Yeah.
So that happened where Aiden then gave him a Cybertruck. Some other dude was there in a fucking Donald Trump with grills shirt. Another big streamer guy, whatever.
Oh.
Right. So other than like the fact that the interview happened, like the interview wasn't bad. It wasn't bad for somebody like a 25-year-old kid that only just streams to young community. And I get it. I get Trump's point of it. Like, yo, I'm going to streamers stream, get the young crowd, because this is how all the young kids watch or get their news nowadays. They watch these crazy ass live streams with these wild bulls, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why not go on one of the biggest? They set up huge W for Kick and the W crew, I guess. I don't know what Aiden's community of people is called, but so Bull gives him a Cybertruck. Aiden gives Trump a Cybertruck with the picture of when Trump got shot, with his fist up, they do a little fucking dancey dance. But then immediately, dude, everybody starts calling like, "Yo, Kamala's got to do a stream with Kai."
Right.
So he ends up fucking getting he goes on stream. He does his streams now in the back of a U-Haul truck. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
So because I don't
allegedly
why I don't know why. I mean, they've definitely opened the door up, and it was seeming like it was in the back of a truck, but someone is definitely driven off with that bitch a couple times. But I mean, I get it. I guess I don't understand why. I mean, I guess you got to keep up the antics.
Nick, think about this for a second. No, what? Go ahead. Just no, it's a whole. Go ahead. Just go ahead. Finish your thing. Go ahead.
Hold on. Turn these things off. But then, he comes on there and says that the Secret Service has been calling him to try and set up a stream for him and Kamala.
Right.
And he's like, "Dog, no, I'm not doing that because what am I gonna talk to? I don't know anything about politics."
Right.
Which good on him. If it's not your realm, it doesn't make sense for you to bring on this insane Looney Tune lady and talk to her about her fucking. What is your what's your foreign policy? It just doesn't make sense to me. But W him, I guess, for not doing it.
Yeah, W him.
But what is your thoughts on all that?
I think Kai is full of shit. 7 different ways to Sunday. On pretty much everything he does. I believe not one bit that the Secret Service called to ask to get on his stream. I don't know, but Trump going on Aiden, fucking what's it called? Dana White set that up. Got them in contact with each other because Aiden's a big Trump supporter.
I mean that kind of makes sense to me.
It makes sense.
Does it seem wild that Trump would do it as a presidential candidate to get on Aiden Ross's stream? To me, it kind of seems a little wild.
Not to me, because if Trump and Dana White are friends, which they are, Dana has introduced Trump to a lot of people,
younger crowd people.
Yeah, like the Nelk boys.
Yeah, but I get,
but even just introducing him to them, and again, there's other streamers I'm sure that come to UFC events that Dana's like, oh hey, this person really wants to meet you or whatever.
And presidential candidates doing podcasts is not super new. Doing complete live streams is a little new. I don't know if that would have been done before.
Well, no, this is the first time that a president it wasn't a thing 4 years ago to do a live stream. It just was a different generation. It was a different time. Hell, 8 years ago, it wasn't a thing. You couldn't even name the streamer who Barack would have went on 8 years ago to whatever fucking 12, whatever the fuck, who, you know what I mean? It wasn't a thing. So it's only really become a thing within the past 4 years to where streaming is now. Kai's only been popular for, I feel 2-3 years. I
don't think Aiden's been that popular for that long either.
They all blew up around the same time.
Yeah, but they also get hundreds of thousands of people.
Well, with Aiden, stuff. My only, I don't want to say a problem because it's not a problem. My only eyebrow raise was with the Aiden thing. I was like, cool, Aiden Ross, but I'm like, nigga, to me, this seemed like I'm doing this as a lookout. I'm just going to do this for you, whatever. But planned out wise, if you were really trying to do this as a Trump, plan to talk to the young people to try to get their vote, you're not going to Aiden Ross on fucking Kick. It's Kick. Like, you're not going to anybody on Kick because it's Kick. You would go to a Twitch streamer because a Twitch or a YouTube streamer, they're just bigger platforms. Like, I don't give a fuck how big Aiden Ross is on fucking Kick. It's fucking Kick. Like, it's just different. So even if you got 1 million people, what you did on Kick, great. Fucking Kai can sit in the back of a makeshift U-Haul and just blink, and there's 20 million people. Like, it's just different. Like, it's just, there's girls on Twitch who are just showing cleavage, getting more views than Aiden Ross getting on that. Like, so to me, it just seemed like, all right, that's I fuck with.
I probably wouldn't say that, because like at any time, I think that like whenever Aiden has like a big stream, like when he had Playboy Cardi on, when he had 21 Savage on.
This is the same kid that also said he's going to interview Kim Jong-un and then had bullshit. It's Kick. This
is true.
So, like, that's what I'm just saying. If you was really trying to
people do see the headlines and then they tune in. Like, the numbers are there.
I don't think they are. Like, I think that is.
It could be fake.
What I'm saying is it's fake numbers. Is base. No, I believe the numbers are real. What I'm saying is if you were trying to do it as a pleasant, that's just Aiden Ross and your base logging into that. You didn't do anything and get anybody new. I'm a Trump supporter, and I didn't give a fuck about downloading a Kick to get on Aiden Ross's. Like, I don't care enough.
I didn't even know it was happening. Like on there, I just saw all the reaction videos to it.
Kick. He would have had he could have gone on a lesser streamer's live stream, Twitch thing, whatever, if it was on Twitch or YouTube versus Kick. Like,
yeah, but like the thing about that is
think of Neon. You think of also the child piece of shit platform. When you think of stream, you're like, oh yeah, there's Twitch, there's YouTube, and then when you bring up a Kick, you're like, what is a Kick?
No, I get that, but also like like even the people that don't watch anything on Kick, you're gonna see it reacted to by people on the other platforms.
Sure.
So like it's gonna go around, and like people are still gonna be making money off of that shit. But
yeah, but it looked different.
I get your point of like people not like tuning in live to it, but like as long as it goes kind of well, and like also I feel like since like if people then look at the reaction videos of the whole thing and like there's no like evidence of like a bad interview during said, like there's not a single shit clip that can get posted and be made fun of.
100%.
So like when things will then get passed around and clipped and then put around on Twitter and shit like that, like I'm pretty sure like a lot of the questions were probably scripted.
But think about this.
Probably already ready to go or
even now
pre-written.
I this could just be because everybody got a fucking real quick attention span or whatever. But even now, I mean, we're talking about it because we do a podcast weekly, so it's just something. But like nobody talking about that Trump Aiden Ross fucking live stream anymore. But I feel like if he did a show Speed or a fucking Kai or even a fucking Amber, like somebody would have that joint would still be, yo, Trump did it. Like the reaction, like Kai reacting to his of Aiden Ross drawn is way different than Aiden Ross reacting to a Kai.
No, yeah, I mean the views on people that were like, I ended up watching it through Asmongold, who is a World of Warcraft streamer.
Yeah,
who does reaction stuff, right? His reaction video to the stream, which was the entire thing, had more views on it than the video that they did on Kick, supposedly, right. I think. Yeah. But like also a lot of attention got brought to it because people that were tuning into those people, like those big Twitch streamers and stuff like that, like the Hassan dude,
Yeah.
Kai. I don't know if Kai was actually on at the time, but like people that were on live when it was happening were watching it also live on Twitch. So
Yeah, but how many? Like, I don't know what Asmongold, but he seems like somebody that's gonna vote Kamala Walls. How many of
I don't think so. Dude.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't. I'm just going off the look.
Yeah,
I'm just literally strictly going off the fact that the man looks fucking dingy as fuck. That is literally it. I don't watch his streams. I barely know what the man's at. I'm just literally going off the look.
Yeah, and you're 100% correct. He is a mole rat of a
right. So he just
human
seems
that
like
is a multi-millionaire.
He's gonna go blue. So like to me, it seems like
which is crazy because he's been on there and been like, I don't even know why Harris is running. Trump's got the shit in the bag.
I mean, you can still feel like that, but be a Dem.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of what he says,
that doesn't mean anything at all. Those two things can be completely true and separate.
I don't
statements.
really watch his streams. I just saw the reaction of what it was, and I thought it was pretty insane. So I was like, "Whoa, this is wild."
I guess my point, I would just like to know how many of the people that were reacting to it were anti-Trump or just Democrat leaning, and you're only watching it and having people in your stream to try to shit on him, and your commentary isn't pro-Republican, it is pro-Democrat or just anti-Trump. That's my, you know what I mean? That's my only thing with people reacting. You're probably only listening to that person react because you're expecting them to have the same viewpoint as you and be like, yeah, fuck him. He said some dumb shit. Oh, look at Trump doing his mannerism. Like I just feel like wrong. Probably am, hopefully, but
have you heard that they've been saying that the crowds at the Harris rallies have been AI?
No.
I've heard that a couple.
I haven't heard of too many Kamala rallies. I heard of the one where Meg was twerking, and
that was a big one.
There was another one because all I ever hear is Kamala hasn't come out.
Apparently, there's a bunch of them.
I haven't heard about it. All I keep hearing is Kamala don't come outside.
Supposedly, she's going rally to rally to rally, which is wild because all I ever see is her making speeches, but like they're clips, like the like her sitting on a stage with some ladies and being like, "We got to be woke."
Oh my god, yeah,
bro, that shit is crazy.
So fucking crazy. I didn't watch it. I
listened to it. You're a wokester or you're the wokest.
And her fucking laugh. Dog, I just want to punch that bitch right in her.
It was so crazy.
It's so fucking annoying.
Like I don't know what's every time I hop onto Twitter though, there's some sort of Trump is done type tweet trending or Kamala win or something like this. Pray for Trump. Trump is done.
I will say it is very bottish what is happening with their campaign.
Dude, I'm like, not. There's a lot of things that I see online that are like I am kind of convinced that like people bought and have them like put up like wild comments. So I found this thing earlier today. It's this autistic bull, right? I think he was on Barstool, I think at some point. I don't know why. But like this dude's all over TikTok where he's just like he seems like he's always got like fog glasses. He looks retarded. I'll just say that.
Okay.
Bull looks retarded, but like he travels to places, but like all of his TikToks is just him drinking. And like it's just a bunch of like you go into his comment, like the comment section, and there'll just be like a random amount of like people or hot chicks or whatever being like this new dance trend. Like you really set off this dance. Bull's not dancing at all. He's taking shots. But and then there's just a bunch of other people that are like concerned about this dude's drinking. Like right now, supposedly he's like over in Puerto Rico and like this morning he was putting up. It's like, yeah, I just didn't. He was just like walking down the street, like putting songs behind him, being like, yeah, pulled an all nighter in Puerto Rico, and like it's just this like retarded guy that just goes from place to place and is getting fucked up on liquor. And everyone's like, yo, you need to calm down. Or like, yo, this kid's got like bumps on his neck. What's going on? We need to get him to a hospital. And then like people will be like, oh, you're in the same area as this guy. You need to collab with him. And like then the people who are like, yo, you guys are fucked up. This kid's obviously like he's not neurotypical and he's just out here getting fucked up all the time. We're like, dude, I don't understand like what the problem is if a kid wants to just live, whatever. Like, hey, obviously he's not gonna have like a super normal life, but he's making money and he gets to travel and drink booze, so I don't see what the huge problem is. You want to have, you don't want to live a life locked up in a bubble and fucking live 70 years stuck to a white room, do you? But like it just seems like everyone's like it'll be like people be posting be like, oh, got here before the dance bots got here. So and there's already been posted of like the neon kid, he was botting his streams and like it I don't know. It seems super I mean whatever makes you money, I guess. Because like it tricks this the advertisers and stuff like that and the people that well, I mean, as long as it's entertaining content for some people, and then you just pay 150,000 bots from India to just go around and comment on your shit.
They're not doing it for the money.
But I don't think TikTok pays much money.
Wait, are we talking about regulars or are we talking about Kamala still?
I mean,
it's different for.
No, I mean, obviously Kamala's stuff you're going to get paid for it, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like you could be somebody who's like, you bought your own shit, but then it gets picked up by mainstream media, like real people. And then they're just like, yo, look at this crazy shit that I found that like apparently hundreds of thousands of other people have seen too, but it just popped up out of nowhere. Like it just seems wild to me that like random, like every couple of years, there'll just be like a blow up of a random motherfucker that does kind of the most mundane kind of shit. I mean, the Vitality Bull, obviously, yeah, that hunting down predators and shit like that shit's wild. Like all of his fucking videos that I've seen are like having Akon saying you getting locked up in the park while dude's getting arrested. That seems wild to me. And then the one dude that he's chasing, or that wasn't Vitality, but
just makes me hate the internet.
Dude, the brain rot is insane, but like it's there. And I mean, you can get away with easily botting, I think, your own shit and blowing it up. Well, which brings me to my question. Do you think we should bot ourselves?
No. But like even without like the bot, like his like that Vitality shit is fucking crazy.
But I mean, it brought me to my question today, my random thought of today, because I was thinking about like clips of his, which then made me think that like, yo, do you think that people on Megan's Law or shit like that, like in social networking and video games and shit, do you think they should have like some sort of icon or symbol to like, and I meant more for this for like social medias, like kind of like TikTok and stuff like that, and like Instagram, so that way they can't become influencers or like that. Because like you'll like find every once in a while a story on TikTok of like somebody who's like doing, like, I think the most recent one I saw was like a guy, he was doing like living out of a van in the woods or something like that, and like doing like outdoorsy survival type videos like that. And then like he had like thousands of people on there, or hundreds of thousands. I don't know what the numbers were.
Right.
But like then he just started making his videos. Like somebody looked into him and was like, yo, you're like a predator or whatever. And then his videos like changed to being like, I want to teach your kids how to love. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm talking about 10, 11, 12-year-olds.
So,
But like obviously this dude's at a level where he's getting paid by like social media like networks. Obviously I think his shit probably got taken down now, but like
see, so my thing was with the pedo.
but also I just think that like we need to have something, we need to have a net there so that way these people like they gotta find jobs in the normal society of fucking where background checks are normalized, like, you know, like they can be bagging groceries or pushing carts out front of Home Depot.
Well, what is I hate
I mean, if it was really up to me, to be completely honest, they should all be just shot and killed. But
the moral human in me, the human in me doesn't it?
Yeah, you're like, yeah, there's still a human life.
No, I mean, not even about the human.
Oh
life,
no, so the
but
human in you
just-
wants to kill him?
No, but
You
just
should have
the
the park that has all their bodies in it.
they can't get on the internet without this. Like,
If you're a child predator,
to me, it's kind of like free speech. Like everybody has it's not a right.
It's nuts. Free speech, dog.
What?
Child predators is not the same as free speech.
I'm not talking about.
But you explain your
getting
your
onto
point.
the internet at this point in life where we are. It's a basic human right to have internet. So to be like, oh, to me, you ever did anything to a child at any point, you're not allowed to use fucking the internet ever again without having to notify anybody that you're like. That seems kind of wild to me because that's in lines of fucking free speech. Like everybody has the right to fucking speak.
Yeah, but they already got to sign up for Megan's Law. So
Sure,
they're already
but
on a
that's just
database
America.
where. Well, yeah, but obviously, like that part of, like the part of my scenario is beyond where we are now. It is looking forward more into them trying to do a more China approach where everybody is accountable on the internet. Which I think if you ask the libs of fucking Twitter, they'd be 100% down for that.
But that's my like. How do you make everybody accountable on the internet? You're like that to my thing earlier with the you have a friend, you're at your house or we're out and I want to use your phone, but it's your phone. I'm a convicted pedophile. You might not even know. I don't need to tell you my fucking past, dog. We just met. Whatever. You might have known me for 5 years, but I don't need to tell you what I did back in the day. I just let that go. You don't need to know that you're not going to check them on Megan's Law. You never think about that. You don't do that shit now. But now I want to use your phone. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, my guy, I got you. Huh? Let me unlock it. I'll type the password in the room. Now go ahead. Do whatever you need to do. What's going to happen? Nothing's going to happen. I'm going to be the pedophile, the convicted pedophile, and I'm going to use somebody else's device that is not a convicted pedophile. How do you police that? That's the only thing.
That I haven't figured out, but also the main
That's
reason
why I brought up
this.
You need the fingerprints. When I was like the fingerprint, I was thinking like for video games specifically or mouse and keyboard. Like whatever you touch, you gotta run your fingerprints. And when your fingerprints is all in the system, Hey, everybody in this Call of Duty lobby know this nigga with the little purple John next to his name. Everybody know what that stands for. Same thing with social media. It'd be a little different, but it had to be a facial recognition.
I mean, but some games are already doing this, like what? Not really what I'm talking about, but like they're already making like anti-bullying. Like you can't go into a Call of Duty lobby and say some wild shit without being risked of getting banned and getting like hardware or IP banned.
Yeah, but somebody has to report you first.
True.
You're not just listed.
But I mean, that is part of their terms of service is that if like, yo, you go in here and talk reckless and we find out about it, then you can be held accountable for being banned. I mean, obviously people that are like using other forms of, and like, obviously I'm not saying that they can't use the internet because obviously the internet is pretty much almost a right now.
Right.
It's everywhere. It's pretty much so intertwined in our lives that it has to be used. Like that's pretty much how you get a job.
Right.
How you
anything. You want to drive from a place that you've never been. You want to get airplane tickets. You want to.
Yeah, absolutely. Some places don't even take cash anymore.
Right.
So
you gotta have it.
But I don't. Yeah, I mean, but the main reason I was thinking about it because I was thinking if America was to go in this sort of direction, there is a huge like company possibility where you could then like spin it to politicians where like, yo, this company that we're creating, it's gonna like this, we're gonna be able to find the people that have already been convicted of these crimes, and then be able to save people, the public, from these people to keep them safer so that way they can see these people that are already in the systems. Obviously, like somebody who hasn't been convicted of any crimes like that, this system wouldn't work for them,
right?
Because you're not going to be able to like find who like that would be who the YouTube investigators and Vitality and the kit kind of people who are trying to find the pedophiles like that would still be their game to find the people who haven't been charged, right? But I was just thinking of it this is a huge, like, I think if government was to push for, we want everybody that is on the internet to be held accountable by having either their ID scanned and this is only to access, certain gateways of like social media, video games, the whatever big massive conglomerates of people would be. Then if you were to come and be like, yo, I've got this system that can pinpoint these people and then flag a system down, and then we can just put a little fucking asterisk next to their name. Like, I don't think the software would be that hard to create. I can't hear you. I don't know. You're not muted on the
I see. Yeah, I mean that was on the Rap and the Hoagie. So let me ask you. So you heard about the new facial recognition that the NFL rolled out for all 32 stadiums?
Or yes, that's the.
Okay, so how do you feel about that?
Do I think that how do I feel about the stadium? If you buy tickets, matching it to your face, so that way they know who's in the stadium. I don't really understand what the whole point or why they want it. Well, it's like I've seen the post that said that I've seen posts that saying that the NFL just did something with the facial recognition, and then like all I've seen was like almost like a Google map,
Mm-hmm.
like a street view of like
Mm-hmm.
people inside of the stadium sitting in seats.
Right. Now,
Was like the thing like is it like an AI thing where like it then makes the photo like the still photo of like a high fidelity where you can then see features of their face? Like,
yeah,
is that what it's there for?
it,
Is it to stop streakers?
that's the funness of the the breaking news. It's so ambiguous. And then when the NFL shows you the video, it's just people sitting in the crowd enjoying the game, and they zoom in. You're like, oh, cool. Look, you got this random guy's face in 4K. And that's it. You're like, what could you be doing this for? You haven't specified. You're leaving it up to everybody's imagination.
It's got to be the sell of data or to sell. There's got to be a money
play there. But the other aspect, which
could you imagine how much EA would pay for that shit for Madden?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
that's what that would matter. I
think it's been a big point, and I know it's a big point in reviewers. Like reviews of Madden, the crowd's the same. It's the same 6 people 1,000 times. The
people that complain about that are fucking losers because you're not playing the game. Then, if you're worried about what the fucking crowd looks like, dog.
Well, you're talking about people who nitpick games.
You bought it for the wrong reason.
That's not you just nitpick it.
The fans in the stands are not what I'm. I'm buying Madden to play Madden football, not give a fuck what the nigga in the crowd looks like. I'm worried about what play I'm gonna run, the defense that I'm going to like.
No, 100%. But I do see the argument from their point of view as being like, you're the only company that makes a simulation football video game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the way they look at it is that there's been years of generational like upgrades to systems and like graphics and all those types of inner working things. And when you look at a game like Madden that comes out obviously once every year, they think from the gaming critic view, sorry, they are nitpicking it that they are being lazy because none of this has changed. This is obviously all the same stuff. But obviously the game still has issues. Like I understand that Madden is a cash cow and like it's a roster thing. And like pretty much you're paying when you buy Madden every year, you're paying for the roster change and like a couple new features or old features that were in old Madden games, right? Like you nitpicking that it's in the in the nosebleed section of the stadium that it says Madden the year before because they didn't feel like coloring it or changing it in the stadium at the time when they were building the game. Like I can get it. Like building a video game on today's generational engines. Obviously, I'm not a game developer. I'm not a fucking software. I don't know the first thing about how to build a game. I could look on the Discord and try and kind of find out, but something of that magnitude of a game, but also with the amount of people that you have working on it, I do think that like you just changing the people up and obviously the core gameplay needs to be the best. That should be getting upgraded every year. You being on the field, your plays, your roster, the tackling, the animations for the players, that needs to be first and foremost. But you also only have a year.
Right.
So I understand that needs to be your top focus. But from the game critic person that buys this fucking game every fucking year to do a review on it, I could also understand where you think you're looking at it and you're like, yo, this team is huge. This is $1 billion franchise where this makes tons of money every year because they have Ultimate Team and they have people buying the packs to create Ultimate Team. I can understand where they'll be like, well, where are you putting all this money? Like, why aren't you putting it into the R&D of this game and then paying, like having you have a team of hundreds of people. Why aren't you putting it into not reskinning?
I don't think it's the game critics.
Like serious game critics. Because if you're a serious game critic, hell, just as nigga, we're not even game critics, but we just breaking this down, we understand what it takes, right? Serious game critics, they understand what a game takes, so they not being like, yo, I can't believe this didn't change in 3 months. That's essentially what you got to make a game, is 3 months when it comes to a Madden or a 2K, because in all of the other months, you're literally updating the game every day between this player's fucking stats, this new player's fucking facial feature, who got cut from a team, who was now added to the team. Like, there's so many things that you need to do just for the core of the game, 365, to keep this thing up. And we also now need to make another game right after this one came out. So as much as you think my team is big, the real critic know, all right, yeah, they probably got 12 niggas working on this joint. 6 people working on, like, you just know because you're in the gaming industry. So you're actually in a Microsoft and all these. So like you definitely have a way more comprehension and understanding versus the clickbaity. I'm just always going to I'm just going to critique Madden because I know people are going to love to hear anybody bitch about Madden, because people just love to hear people Call of Duty. Oh, I can't believe the game's bro, I got fucking 2 months to make a new game and keep this joint still cracking where you niggas are playing it, come out with new DLC left and right. Like, what the fuck you want me to do?
I mean, obviously, we also don't we don't know what the inner workings of that is, like how many people are working on it at a time, like, and obviously, like, there are things where you could just obviously, like, you're not starting from scratch every time you're making a game, right? Every Madden's not going to be like Madden 2023 is not being made from scratch. You have most of the templates from Madden 2022.
Yes and no.
Like all the stadiums, besides like new ones that are being made.
That takes time though. That is just even a new stadium. How long does that take? And you want me to and you're gonna want it to look fucking pristine because you're a critic and you're already bitching about the guy in the stands and his shirt has fucking been blue for 3 years. So now if I don't get the new Kansas City Chiefs stadium right in the surrounding area when we do the pan out to be like, oh, look at we're at Kansas City Stadium, the new stadium, you're gonna want that thing to look fucking just like the stadium.
Well, yeah, but the price tag of the company that is making the game is $1 billion corporation.
How many niggas do you think I can afford to put on that? On that. Okay? Think about that alone. How much effort and manpower do you want me to put into that? Like, if I was one of these big gaming companies and I'll just put out a tweet, yo, how much you think that we should put aside for this? How much manpower do you think we should put aside for this? Oh, now if you think we should do this, cool. Well, then we would need to raise prices to this so that way we can feed all these new niggas to keep the lights on and do X, Y, and Z. So if you want this, we gonna raise the prices of this. How many want this? Retweet this, like this, whatever.
That makes sense, but also at the same time, when you have an ultimate game mode where people are buying a live service, like people are buying Apex packs, and for Madden, obviously this isn't Apex,
yeah.
But like people are spending thousands of dollars in these
100%.
These pack modes or whatever all the time. So like every year that comes out, these people will spend thousands and thousands of dollars, hell, maybe even $100,000.
Yeah.
On this game mode, which is I think that's where you get the disconnect for people being like, all right, well, the EA did their quarterly earnings for this month, and Madden's been out for 3 months, and they're saying that they made $1.3 billion from this game. Obviously, a video game takes, like, at this generation of graphic design and polygons and all the bullshit that it comes into, I think that it takes an immense amount of money to create. And also you have all these teams of, like, I would assume highly skilled people. I don't know. I'm not in the industry. The only person I could possibly ask about this is probably another developer that I could possibly get an answer on. But it's not our realm. But
Right.
it does. I could see where, like, the disconnect of being like, yo, you guys are making money hands over fist. But also, you have to factor into the equation here is that, like, for how much money Madden makes, EA has all of those other studios that are making complete lame duck games. Like Anthem. How much money did they spend on Anthem? And that shit got shut down.
100%.
Which I do think there needs to be a little bit more of a crackdown on the whole monopoly kind of thing with Microsoft, like all of these big name companies.
What do you mean?
Like EA's games back in the day, like when they had EA Sports,
Mm-hmm.
then they had EA. You had the NHL, you had Madden,
Yeah.
you had whatever. But then EA started buying other companies, right?
Right.
So then they start buying a ton of different companies. Where if these companies don't produce, like if these studios don't produce like a profiting money making game in the way of, like, I don't know if I'm pretty sure Respawn is owned by EA, right?
Yes.
So Apex was a huge moneymaker, which is why Apex is still around, right? But like all of these other studios that were making like either single player or some kind of game, like, I don't know, like THQ, Havoc, I think, was one of the studios. But like they would make these these wild fucking random video games you would see, like a Ratchet and Clank, Jackson Dex, Sly Fox. These are just kind of nostalgia games. Obviously they were big, like Pac-Man, Spyro, whatever. But like these were all made by lesser studios that, like, when they get bought up by these big companies like EA, Microsoft has a bunch of these also. Like, I think that when these big companies buy up all these studios, that the studios are almost too big where, like, you can't really take chances because the studios are then looking at like company wise, they're like, oh, all right, well, we need to have diversity. We need to have we need the games to go in this certain directions. We can't have these things being too violent. We need these games to be ready for everybody to play because we're trying to get into we're trying to be in the mass market, right?
Right.
Mass amounts of people. But obviously, if you aren't able to take risks and like try and push the envelope, you can't succeed. I mean, every once in a while you're gonna hit a home run. Madden, sure. Apex did well. You just I don't know any other real big EA games. Haven't played one in a while, or I haven't heard about any drama of anyone in a while.
Honestly, at this point, I don't pay attention to studio. Because no matter whoever
like that is also the thing.
Mother company is probably going to be one of the big 2 or 3, like you're saying.
Yeah. So like,
even if it's a Respawn, it's still EA or. So I can't.
But like, and then you hear about like all these studios getting like shut down because they made a
Fortnite?
shit ass game. That's Epic.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
So, and they're the ones that
now-
attacked Big Apple.
Now hold on, because I do agree with what you're saying. But is that EA's fault or is that the company that sold's fault for not negotiating
Making a good game?
Well, no, because I feel like we're a small studio. We make a game, good game, great game, right? It's popping.
Let's say Helldivers.
Okay, all right, Helldivers popping, and then EA comes and says, "Hey, we would like to buy you." With coming underneath our umbrella, you'll have access to all these resources and whatever. You say cool. And then when the next game comes out, they give you a little bit extra money and then the game flops. Are we mad at EA or are we mad at the company for not negotiating a better deal?
I mean, I think it can go both ways in the conversation because like, what if the vision of the game got derailed because EA bought it and then came in with a whole bunch and was like, yo, we need to change this, and this. Your ideas for this sound cool, but look, we're looking at it as we could make it into a profit maker if we can market this to everybody, and we don't want to put blood. Obviously, we want to get into a Chinese market, so we want to be able to make a mobile spin-off of this. All of your ambitions of what you want to sound good, but we want to tweak it a bit into being a more let's say diverse way. Right. I think the blame could be there, like that kind of situation. Like obviously if the game's shit, like you just had lazy people that just like made like a game that's like you bought Unreal Engine assets,
would it be
mark them all over a map?
But you know what?
Like
I think about this, I think it's always going to be on the company that sold. I think that's the side I'm on, because you as the small company, you made this game a certain way with these certain group of people, and it popped to make it enough to where, I mean, granted, that's capitalism. You start a business to hopefully one day sell it to a big company, but it's the same people. So in theory, going underneath the umbrella, the next game shouldn't be shitty because it's all of the same people. It's the bad contract that lets all that bullshit happen. If you just sell your company and say, hey, I'm so willing to sell it, I'm willing to use a couple of your dollars, but I'm not changing a fucking thing about the bottom line of this. We are going to
you're going to think that like some of these little companies, like I'm pretty sure Helldivers was created by a team of like 6 or 8 people.
Hey, what do I bitch about PUBG all the time? Back in the day. Hey, what are you 12 niggas doing in the fucking joint? Like, get it together. And in the back of my mind, I always knew, like, I get it. It's fucking hard. But you're able to just keep doing the same fucking thing and people still play and love the game. Sure, has PUBG gotten any bigger? No. But probably the same 12 motherfuckers.
But the mobile.
Sure, the mobile.
Is huge.
Sure.
The mobile is huge. It's one of the most bought games.
Nothing about
billions of dollars a week.
That's a good deal. Hey, we're willing to sell. You can do the mobile, but our game is going to stay the same, and you are not going to come and touch this. All right, lit. Cool. The mobile really got nothing to do with the main joint. It's definitely a whole different game. It just
I don't know, man, because I see a lot of like, I don't know the last time you hopped into PUBG. Actually, I was thinking about asking y'all if you all wanted to play PUBG.
I don't have another fucking
earpiece. The cat's
Dude, you need to kill these fucking cats.
So I gotta fucking save up money for New Zealand.
So I haven't been charging my fucking ass streets. I ain't charged my ass streets in probably a year and a half.
Probably been pissed on by a couple cats.
Nah. They good. They up on the shelf. They're actually right next to me on the fucking radiator. But
And the Chargers.
I don't.
No, but I haven't been on a while. How did we get on this? Hold on. Back to the fucking NFL thing real quick. So the fear for these cameras is, or not the camera, but yeah, so the cameras,
we went
facial recognition is, yes, you're gonna sell the data, but that's already happening anyway when you buy the ticket. That ticket sale's already going to everybody. They know you're going.
I always assume that the only reason you're trying to get people's faces is for some sort of data recollection.
What you could do, like you kind of referenced, not the streakers, but the fights. Oh, well, who started the fight? There was a fight. Great, cool. We can, people do die at fucking football games. We could see what happened. Better camera. Other thing is, what if this turns into we are now going to scan the crowd and run background checks on everybody in the crowd. Oh, hey, there's Kyle. He's got a fucking warrant. Hey, security, go get Kyle down to such and such. And all you did was just go out with your daughter and your girl to go watch a football game.
Yeah, but how does that make
have an
money
active
for
warrant.
the NFL?
Who said this is making money for the NFL? Who says that part is making money for the NFL? Well, actually, it is making money for the NFL because you can easily spin it to we are going to make sure that this experience for you when you come to our game is going to be the most peaceful fucking thing ever. You're not going to have to worry about violent criminals next to you, people that starts fights, people that have criminal records, active criminal. You could be sitting next to a murderer right now at the Eagles game and you don't fucking know, or an active rapist. But hey, you know what? We're going to get him out of there. You're welcome. Minority Report. That was Minority Report. We're going to catch you doing a crime before you do the crime. We're going to stop murders from ever happening. You have an active warrant.
Who's
You are an
buying
active
that?
criminal. What do you mean who's buying it?
I would think that your idea for if you wanted to, because if you're trying to get people booked, then you'd want to be the person selling this to the government, the police forces, the FBI. You would want to sell, like, obviously, or honestly, I believe that it's probably a pretty good idea because you have hundreds of thousands of illegals that have been, or refugees that have come in through the countries and have started a ruckus.
It's only a positive, even as much as I'm
look at the UK. The UK is in the middle of a race war right now because of this.
Get rid of criminals, and you should be able to just fucking walk down the street and go fucking get a hot dog without fucking being arrested. But at the same time, that is the risk you're taking. You are an active criminal.
If you were warrant out for your arrest, then yeah. But my thought is if you have a warrant out for your arrest, how much of a benefit, how much is the government willing to pay the NFL knowledge?
You don't even have to necessarily pay each other. You wash my back, I wash yours. I want the most safe experience for my fans as the NFL.
I don't think the NFL really cares about that. As long as people butts are in seats.
Yeah, but
as long as people are paying for season tickets and people are filling out stadiums, I don't really think the NFL really cares that much about. Obviously, you can't have people just getting murdered in the stands.
It's never a good time.
I don't think the NFL really cares about.
I do. The NFL is all about protecting the shield and all about the image. The NFL does not play, even when it comes to the players. They don't fucking play games the way the other leagues do when it comes to just simple fucking.
Yeah, but there's not really ever a big social outcry of wild people in the stands.
Well, not an outcry. Not saying it doesn't happen. Fights happen all the time, and people just grow to accustomed to it. But it's me going to a fucking Chargers Niners game, going to a Raiders Chargers, going to a niggas die out in those stadiums more than any stadium. somehow somebody's always being pushed or falling over the railing, and it's 11 feet fucking high or 11 stories high, and they die like because of there was an altercation. I'm just like, dog, I never want to go out there. Niggas die out in them fucking stadiums. Philly, niggas don't die in them stadiums. Baltimore, you don't hear about niggas falling off, but specifically in those 3 stadiums, them niggas get super, super fucking busy to where niggas die in the stadium. That
Yeah, well,
never
if
a positive look.
yeah, I can see where that would come into
The NFL hates
play, but
when there are viral videos of people fighting in the stands. Like the NFL is all about promoting a positive, safe, fun environment. Like they don't do any of that. Like,
well, then how would that
be
be negating that if whether or not you had their facial recognition?
What do you mean?
Because obviously you're getting sport fans pumped up with alcohol at obviously exuberant prices. Things are still going to happen.
Those things can happen, and you're willing to take those off. But what if the guy that gets drunk isn't illegal, but has a record because he was in the cartel and has 24 murders? We could have got him the fuck up out of here possibly before anything ever happened, before this one man who does have a violent criminal history with an active warrant gets fucking busy and drunk. Or this nigga who's a gang member, let's get him, like, it's, bro, you got, like, for niggas that have kids and just want to go to a fucking event with their kids, they don't want to deal with motherfuckers getting drunk behind them and getting into a fight or shit just going left. You're there to watch the game. Yeah, yes, people get drunk. We can even stop liquor sales. Like, you don't have to get drunk at a fucking football game. We can cut that shit out if that shit gets too crazy.
You can cut the sales out of liquor games, but then how are you going to cut down on tailgating? Oh, no liquor allowed in the parking lot?
No, easy. Breathalyze. Hey, anybody over a fucking blood alcohol content can't come in.
But then, like, why would you? I don't think that would be.
I'm just saying that's what
a great idea. Like, it could happen,
but I
don't see that as a net positive for the NFL. Like,
oh, I do.
In image wise, yeah.
Image wise,
I guess
the image is going to make you want to make it a.
But also, you know that people make that, like, they make people spend tons of money in just doing tailgate stuff.
Sure.
They buy buses.
You can still tailgate. Nobody's stopping that.
But then you just can't go into the game?
If you're too drunk, no, you can't. I mean, think about it like this. If you're too drunk, you go to a bar and you get fucking shitty, and you try to get into another bar and you too drunk, you'll get the fuck out, dog. We're not dealing with that here today.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they can turn you away if you're shit-faced.
Just saying I'm just saying from turning somebody away from an establishment that is about making money because somebody else is past the limit, whatever that you don't even necessarily have to look shitty. Hey, dog, you know what? You just smell. I seen you out there. We don't want you here. Fuck that. Hey, nigga, you don't even got the right shoes on, whatever. We don't want you here. We turning you away.
You're also talking about security of a stadium being like almost top notch.
Not even.
Because, well, if they're like watching people throughout tailgates or how they like, obviously if somebody's
I don't need to watch
the stadium,
everybody's got to come into the line. Everybody's got to get waved with a wand and shit. It's no different.
But it is a quick process, and like security people usually are not the tightest.
You know, it's not a quick process. The fucking airport. Hey, get to the game 2 hours early. We won't have to be doing these extra checks now.
That's the airport.
I'm just saying.
That's a plane.
You make the stipulation. Come here early. You want to,
but like, I don't understand how this would be a connection to facial recognition. Like, if this is where the NFL wants to move to, I guess.
Think about Disneyland. What's Disneyland's motto? What's their slogan? We're the happiest place in the world. Everybody bringing their fucking kids there.
People are getting shit-faced at Disneyland.
Just listen to what I'm saying. It's the happiest place in the world. People love bringing their fucking families there. People love bringing their kids there. Yeah, sure, niggas get shitty. You do not see videos of niggas getting just mud hole stomped in their shit at Disneyland. Every fucking NFL game, every game, there's going to be multiple fights. on video. You just don't see the videos like that every day of a Disneyland. Like, sure, do it happen? Maybe. But I feel like Disneyland police didn't patrol that shit away a lot way more. And niggas bring their family. So, all right, cool. I might not be able to get 12 frat kids. Oh, well, but I'm going to get Tom, his fucking 3 kids, and they cousins, and they jersey sales going up. Kids going to want a lot more shit than a fucking shitty 23-year-old, though. Shitty 23, I'm just here for the game, dog. I'm just all I could afford was some tickets and maybe a fucking beer. But little Sarah loves Tom Brady, and she needs a Tom Brady jersey. Oh, she needs that football too, and she needs it. You gonna buy your kid shit, so that's more money. People love getting to
I really don't think that that's where they're going with that, though.
I don't know if it's a possibility. That's all I'm saying.
It's a possibility, but
what else would you do with this facial recognition? You already have my data from the minute I bought the ticket, so you getting my face in the stands, that's not doing anything. That's not generating any more money from you. Because I'm here, nigga. I bought the ticket. You know I was gonna be here. So cool. You see me in the seat that I bought. You already know. You already know what kind of beer I drink because it's on my phone. Like, you're not selling this data to anybody new that don't already know Jerome Wood like this, my favorite color, that, this, that, and the third. You already know. So who else can you sell that data to if it's not other than for security reasons? And you didn't say what it was for. So you left it up for in the big. But if you were to say, yo, we're gonna get criminals the fuck up out of here. Yo, you got a warrant? What up? Oh shit. Well, hold on now.
Yeah, but like, okay, so like I would think more along the lines of like they created this because like in my mind, when I heard the day of the AI or the facial recognition thing, that like you would then try and find people that are either said illegal or whatever like that. But then like
criminal,
you could then sell those videos, or like if you needed to create an atmosphere of like for an advertisement for a stadium full of people. Like how many times do we see an advertisement that is in a nighttime empty stadium?
Sure.
All the time, right?
Okay.
Why not sell that to the advertisers to then create their advertisement? The stadium is now daytime. It's full of people.
But, well, okay. I'd argue at this point today with AI and the way you can just computer put people, you don't.
That's the same thing, though.
But no, but I can computer generate. People. But I can generate AI people to put them to fill these stands. What does selling the data to the advertisement companies be like, hey, instead of empty seats, you can have full seats because of no nigga, little fucking Timmy over here with his little fucking laptop going to fill this whole stadium up and look real. Get cheerleaders with fucking pimples going out of their forehead. Like, I just don't understand the selling of the like how does that?
I don't know.
You've already got my picture.
We'll have to see what's going, like what they end up using this for. I don't know.
I think at first it's going to come off as some cool
but shit. Then still speaking of sports, I would like to kind of transition back over to the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know if you have or if it's just me, but I have seen so much ass in all of these Olympic videos. That is, I don't even know if men are competing. Michael Phelps won a medal. I saw he was apparently listening to the future. But like, dog, here.
Hey, Kyle, that was from fucking 8 years ago. Michael Phelps doesn't.
I don't know. I don't know, dog.
I don't even know if you're looking at pictures of the Olympics. You might just be looking at fucking pictures of sporting events.
This is all I see, dog.
That's 2020. That's 4 years ago.
It is 2020. Didn't even notice.
What? That's what I'm like. What do you mean all your like? That is not what I'm seeing.
All I'm seeing is nothing but like there was a lady that was complaining about the Olympic showers, and it was like outside of a pool area, and like all you saw was the chick's ass.
Oh, Yeah, that as well. No.
The two, like I think I saw Grand Wizard post. It's like the two most viral things from the Olympics this year is the dude from Turkey
Yeah.
shooting like a gangster, and then some chick with her bathing suit. Like they were doing what do they call that? What is that shit called when they have like the big group doing a dance in the pool?
Synchronized swimming.
Synchronized swimming. It was a synchronized swimming routine, and someone took a still of them like holding a girl up, and this chick's bathing suit was literally inside of her. Dog, it is insane. Like I thought Instagram girls were bad. Like, yo, this is a whole nother level.
Have you seen the breakdancing?
I didn't even know the Olympics had breakdancing.
Yeah, first time ever this year. There's breakdancing. This one chick's going viral for. Oh.
Hold on. Breaking news as of 9 minutes ago. The former CEO of YouTube has died.
Cool. People die every second of the day. What about his death is so
Her death, you bigot. Jesus.
I don't know what she identified. Does it have her pronouns in the article?
Yeah, it's her. Susan Wahaki. Or Wojcicki. I don't know. Susan Wojcicki died at the age of 56. Maybe now, well, no. Maybe under her we would have had a big YouTube channel. I don't know. But
she was the former CEO.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Maybe under her
maybe
would have had a large channel. Did you when Stallion released a video for Mamushi?
Oh, I don't know.
It's just a bunch of butts in Japan. Have you seen the new Deadpool movie?
No.
You didn't go see that?
Fuck no. I don't go to the movie theaters.
I would for this one.
I do want to see that M. Night Shyamalan movie.
I saw not a preview for it, but a poster for it.
I do want to see that. I'm willing to go to the movie theaters for that, actually.
You a big M. Night Shyamalan fan?
Huh?
You a big M. Night Shyamalan fan?
I'm 50-50. I'm a fan enough to where I check out his movies. But like, as far as like, am I a fan of his movies? Half the time I am. He's got a couple bangers.
Yeah, The Village is a big one.
Yeah, Village is a good. Not a lot of people like The Village, but I was a
Devil,
big fan.
The one where they're in an elevator.
That was cool. That was cool. That was interesting. That was different. Not one of my favorites, but it was cool. Sixth Sense, top 3 movies.
Yeah, Sixth Sense.
Avatar: Last Airbender, worst movie ever made.
So that's always going to be on his jacket. Fuck him for that. What was the one? Where's the motherfuckers in the pool hotel? Yeah,
That's crazy. That didn't even come up on his list of movies.
What?
The Avatar.
No.
Yeah, no. Here, I'll show you because I looked up because I was trying to remember exactly his movies. It's only got the bangers. Like Glass is good, Split is good,
Yeah, they were good. I just saw Glass the other day, so that was good.
Signs.
Old was good. I liked Old.
How do you feel about Signs?
I don't remember Signs. I don't think, honestly,
I don't remember Mel Gibson.
I don't think I ever watched Signs. I think I watched the Scary Movie that did the spoof of Signs. I definitely watched that movie, but I don't think I actually saw Signs.
Signs is a movie that I watched as a child and have had no. I honestly haven't rewatched Signs, but I appreciate Signs.
Oh, they definitely have him. The Last Airbender on his fucking what's it called?
I just showed you the list.
I'm on M. Night Shyamalan Google.
That's what I'm on.
There's a more section where like it has the arrows or something, but like I'm looking at it.
Where? Do you see arrows? This arrow?
I don't know where your mouse is. No.
That says Blumhouse Productions in Hollywood. Movies. These are by release date.
What did you type in? M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan movies.
That's so crazy how we have two different fucking.
Isn't it crazy?
Oh wait, what web browser are you using?
Google.
Oh, okay, I'm on Bing.
Well, you just said it was Google.
Yeah, I call them all Google.
But it's crazy that Google only puts his bangers on here though. Yeah, and even if I don't click just movies, it still only has the certain ones. After Earth is on there. After Earth wasn't bad. It was blah, but it was there. Lady in the Water, The Village, Signs, Unbreakable. Good IMDb though. Did you know that Tim? You're muted also. Tim, God bless his soul, wherever he is at, has some sort of access somehow, some way. I don't know if he still does or not, though. Maybe it's a family thing. But he had a secret viewing barn where he would show his movies at over in Westchester.
Oh.
Yeah. So I know when we were young, he told me that that M. Night Shyamalan had a secret viewing barn. I think his aunt or something was like his personal trainer when he lived down here. He did not direct Shogun. I know this is top 10 rated shows of the year. That's sick. One Piece is in there. Fire. Yeah, supposedly he's got a secret viewing barn. But going back to Deadpool, you could not go see this in theaters.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to.
It was good. I went.
I bet it looks good. I like Deadpool. I just don't want to see. I don't know. There's very certain few type of movies I would go see in a movie theater, and like.
So what about Deadpool and Hugh Jackman? Did you not want to see?
No, I said I'm a fan of Deadpool. I do want to see.
You said you're a fan of Deadpool, that you would see the movie.
I do want to see the movie. I don't want to go see it in a theater.
Oh, it sounded like you were insinuating that like there was a reason that you didn't want to go see that in theaters.
Oh no. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just not the type of movie I want to see in a theater anymore in my life. Like at this point, like I would rather I like to see a Trap, which is the new movie I was talking about. I want to see by M. Night Shyamalan, a Trap, or the last one I saw before that was The Box. Like I'd rather see like suspense thrillers dramas in a theater versus
The last
an action blow up movie.
horror thriller movie I saw was the newer Exorcist movie, but I saw that also in a 4D theater, which was a very cool experience. I will say that. So I
believe that.
don't know if it's over in Downingtown, the Regal in Downingtown.
Yeah.
They have it there. I would highly recommend seeing any thriller or horror movie in that type of setting. Drama, I don't think so.
Because like drama, I just mean like it got that like suspenseful music. You don't know what's going to happen. You know, drama as in like somebody smoked somebody, but you don't know who smoked this nigga.
How happy are you with your seat moving?
I mean, ideally, my seat shouldn't be moving on the type of movies that I'm watching. Like, there shouldn't be a car chase. There shouldn't be a fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, say no. You're going to feel every bump in the road.
Yeah, I don't, when I watch a movie, I want to watch a movie. I'm not trying to feel like I'm in the movie. Like, fuck all that immersive experience.
Well, then never mind. Don't go to Regal in Downtown.
Yeah, I don't know.
The 4D experience is cool. Like it definitely elevated The Exorcist, or The Exorcists.
Yeah, Exorcists.
Yeah, because there was two of them. Two of the bitches. But what's unnecessary? But yeah, I mean that was a cool experience because I don't think that movie was all that great. Like I think it was a really good movie.
I was cool once I found out there was a black chick that also was possessed. I was like, what are we doing here? Oh God.
You mean the black chick is the main character?
I don't know if she's the bait or not the bait.
She is 100% the main character.
I just know they threw in a black chick and a white girl so that way they could get the black people like, oh yeah, we got ours. And then the white people like,
dude,
yeah, cool. This is still like our
the diversity aspect of that movie is insane. It's literally insane. I was literally sitting there watching this and I was like, this is bullshit. Like they give like they pull up one of those ultimatums where like they're doing the exercise and then they're like, we're only going to be able to save one of these kids.
Of course.
So then the whites obviously were like, well, we need to save our child.
Of course, yeah.
And then the selfless black lady, single mother.
Of course.
It's like, I'm dumbfounded. I can't believe you would do that. So, and then obviously the spoilers, 100% spoilers.
Good.
Spoilers, there he goes, is like, oh, well, you're selfish enough to choose. You lose your kid. The black girl survives. They kill the white girl.
Oh, God.
It's a whole crock of shit. That whole movie shouldn't have ever been made. It was so terrible. Bro,
Yeah, I don't understand why.
Speaking of like movies that should never been made, I literally got activated the other fucking day. I was just scrolling through TikTok, dog.
How are you activated?
Dog, I immediately wanted to go to Twitter and be like, they're destroying our childhood.
Because of The Exorcist.
No, not because of The Exorcist, because of what I'm about to tell you.
Oh.
I thought I saw a trailer for a Forrest Gump 2. They said AI created trailer for Forrest Gump.
Oh, okay.
which I saw, and I was like, "This is such bullshit. No, you can't do this."
Well, did it pick up with his son?
It did pick up with the son, not at the age that he was.
Well, no, I want him to be an adult.
Yeah, he is an adult,
Okay.
but like he's just can't figure out what he wants to do with his life. Like, there's no grand story.
I mean, shit, when you think about who your dad was, yeah, it's hard to be like, let me just pick one thing to do. Like, my dad was a goat.
Yeah, but you're Tim Chalamet. Like, you're not like.
Oh, that's a good pick. That's a good fucking pick. Damn, that's a good pick to play. Hey, yo, that's a good
That's
pick.
what my thought was at the time, and I was like, "Damn, this is a good pick. He could probably play."
Oh yeah, young Tom. We're not even a young Tom, but a Tom Offspring. Fuck yeah.
This
So
is
honestly,
this is high school Tom.
Honestly, they should get his fucking son Chet.
That would be fantastic.
That would be fucking
Dude, Chet
fantastic.
as Gump,
Chet
Gump Jr.
with the fucking Jamaican accent that he likes to put on.
That would be so
That would be
awesome.
Great.
That would be the goated. That would be movie of the year, 100%. Wagwan, you know, do the basam wusbada. Black clot. I can't do a Jamaican accent right
I
now.
can't either. I work with two fucking Jamaicans.
I'm beefing with my Jamaican right now.
Nigga called me a rude boy.
I get called a liar.
A liar?
Yeah. He's got me fucking twisted so hard right now, that fucking Jamaican Muslim. But yeah, dude, watching like it was just a bullshit high school movie of like a teen trying to find their way. Like, and your dad is Forrest Gump. Obviously, if your dad is Forrest Gump, like, yeah, it's going to be kind of hard to figure out what you want to do with your life, considering your dad was a war veteran. He ran across the country like 5 times. He opened many businesses. Somehow did something with Apple. Forget what that was. Was
God.
like a fucking state student.
He created the fucking logo.
Yeah,
the bite out of the apple. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like the fucking he was like the fucking best running back for fucking Alabama.
Bro, won a
like
gold in ping pong, men's ping pong.
Became a fucking Olympian. Fought in Vietnam. Became a shrimp and boat captain. All while fucking successful fucking shrimp boat captain with a guy with no legs. That's your first mate. All while fucking some fucking hippie bitch that dies of AIDS.
You think that's what she died of?
Yeah, she died of AIDS.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
She was just sick. They didn't say what the sickness was. Everybody assumes it's AIDS because she was a whore and doing drugs. But at that time, AIDS was around. But
prevalent at that time.
I just always chalked it up as like she probably got cancer or something. What?
I don't think drug addicts get cancer.
I didn't think of her as a drug addict.
Jenny was definitely a drug addict.
See, I still don't view her like I never thought.
How do you not view her as a drug addict when she's literally just in a room with a whole bunch of heroin needle dudes and blow and going from party to party?
I just chalk it up as that was the time.
And then she also becomes like a part-time singer stripper.
Gotta pay the bill somehow, right?
Yeah, I guess.
She was never out there prostituting.
I'm pretty sure she was.
Nah. There was never a time where she was on the street hooking. closest she did to that was that naked guitar. And then when the bull tried to touch her because he thought it was on that type of time, she was
Yeah,
like,
then
"Get the
Gump
fuck out of
comes
here."
out of fucking left field.
Yeah, because she was like, "Nigga, this ain't that type of party." So she was an upstanding whore. Just like that was the 70s, 80s. Niggas just like to do drugs and shit. She was a free spirit. I'm not gonna call her a drug addict.
I would assume the attempt, the
Attempted suicide.
near attempt at suicide would put you in that category.
I say she was on the brink of becoming a drug addict, and that's why she was about to kill herself, because she was like, "Yo, what the fuck am I doing? Like, if I keep going this route,
regardless of whether or not she still ended up dying in the show
sure, 100%.
or the movie
Yeah.
of whatever causes. I mean, she claimed she was sick, but obviously also never had treatment, so we don't know
Right.
what the causes of her death were. I don't know if the book says whether or not
There's a book.
it does. Yeah, Forrest Gump is based off a book, and apparently it's way wilder than the movie.
Oh, I gotta read the book.
Yeah, the book, he like goes to space and shit. And he becomes an astronaut. Yeah. Gump is wild. Bubba
Yeah.
also becomes the founding of a pretty successful East Coast business, Bubba Gump Shrimp Co. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I saw an AI trailer that was going around of a Gump 2, but it also had like, I don't know if you've looked at Tom Hanks lately.
He's looking like he's dying.
Yeah, he's looking rough. And this did not have him looking super rough. So
I don't need.
Obviously, you can CGI his face or whatever to make it whatever you want.
I don't even need him to be in the movie.
You're gonna kill off Gump, and you're gonna have Gump's son
That'd be
trying to
fine.
figure his way out through the world.
Bro, you just give me a Chet Hanks
and you
Jamaican accent.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Just
but a Tim Chalamet just trying to figure out his life out.
Not a Timmy Chalamet.
That seems like a dumbass movie.
Yeah, no, I don't want to see that.
Especially when you're on the back burner of Dune.
There is a Forrest Gump book, 2 book, so they can make a movie.
Yeah, they can, but it doesn't really. I don't know what Forrest Gump. I don't know what the synopsis of Forrest Gump 2 is.
Apparently, the second novel is hilarious.
But yeah, anyways, the Deadpool Wolverine movie. It's a movie that is made for the people who grew up in the, I would say, 80s to 2000s, possibly, maybe even 90s, 80s and 90s, that also have seen the original Deadpool movies, and like it's a time capsule kind of movie.
This second one sounds fire. I want to read the second one. Shit.
You should probably read the first one before you read the second one.
I saw the movie. I'm good.
It's not the same.
It's close enough.
I told you he goes to space.
Yeah, I know, but I get it here. Like in this one, in the second one, there's no more bubblegum shrimp. He becomes a fucking floor sweeper at a strip club in New Orleans. And yeah. Bro, he has an opportunity to play fucking championship football. I'm assuming NFL. He loses that. Fucking goes to sell fake encyclopedias. He tries to start a hog farm. He adds a new recipe to New Coke, like the drink. I'm assuming.
Yeah, Coca-Cola.
He meets Oliver North of the Iran Contra affair, and then there's something else that they don't say, but he has a part in history.
Yeah, saves the world somehow.
Something.
Becomes the next Iron Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
speaking of Marvel,
yeah.
Did you see that Robert Downey's making a return? How do you feel about it?
It's to me, it's like a fight promotion.
Being our black correspondent on the show.
Oh, to me, it's like a fight promotion that's about to go out of business, and they're like, "Ooh, who is our big draw? Oh, Mike Tyson. We know he's 70 years old. Let's just get Mike in the fucking ring and fight somebody because it's going to draw numbers." I don't. What are we doing?
Well, they are changing the story all around because Jonathan Majors got dropped.
Yeah, but
from
even
being Kang the Conqueror.
Even then, I don't know why you have to change the story. He's a different nigga. But
that's just the way that they work, I guess. Disney works.
Just feel like
it's a desperate grasp, but at the same time, I know Marvel be fucking 10 steps ahead of whatever the fuck you see, so they very well may well have killed off Tony Stark on purpose to bring
him
Tony
back as Doctor Doom.
Right, because if you had him alive and now we playing a lot of CGI games.
Yeah, supposedly there's actually 2 timelines in the Marvel universe that this could happen.
It happened, yeah, of course.
Because apparently it's just Stan Lee was just like thinking of all of these different aspects and ways to look at things and different storyboards. So it should be interesting. I don't know if I'm going to see it in theaters because I don't know the last Marvel movie besides this Deadpool movie.
Yeah, I don't want to hear all that. That's not what I want to.
I'm kind of done with the whole multiverse nonsense. When they started introducing shows where you need to watch them on Disney Plus to kind of understand what was going on in the universe or the fucking multiverse of Marvel, that is where I kind of fell off.
Well, you didn't have to watch it. Like, you don't have to watch any of them to pick up on them. It just helps.
The newer Doctor Strange, you kind of do.
I'm sure, like,
because you have no idea what the fuck is going on in the beginning of this, or why you're in this situation with the newer Doctor Strange movie.
But the thing is, you don't have to watch the show you like. Think of any movie where you start in the middle of some fuck shit and you're like, wait, what the fuck is happening here? Like, and then you go through the movie, like, and that gets explained somewhere down the line, or it doesn't. It's
it really kind of did
up on this fucking planet and fighting.
It really just kind of ended up with, like, the Doctor Strange movie just kind of ended up with the Scarlet Witch being insane because she wanted her 2 kids that she doesn't have, but she saw a vision of.
Wasn't there a Thor like that? Where Hulk was on the another planet, he was a hero, or he was their champion, or whatever. I forget which one it was.
Yeah, that was Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, like that drawing.
It was funny.
You were like, movie. What the fuck is happening here? But you just
that didn't make sense either.
But you went with it. It was a good movie. It was fine. Nobody to this day bitches about how the fuck. No, it
I still don't know how that. I still don't. That you brought it up. I don't know how that movie even happened.
Same. I don't remember. There might be an explanation from the second one, but who cares? It was a good movie. Like, so if you just look at it from just a movie standpoint, all right. Like Endgame 2. Whatever the fucking last Avengers was, where they actually beat Thanos. Sure, it would be nice to watch the first one, but if you watch the second one, you understand what the fuck happened. In the
Yeah,
first.
but like what I'm saying is that like the Thanos timeline of like Endgame and what was
Couldn't tell you. I generally
yeah, I don't know, the one before Infinity
maybe.
or something like that. They were all like the whole storyline was told with just the movies, obviously with like a little bit of hint in like the end credits,
Right.
but like all of it was nothing but the movies.
But what I'm just saying, as far as like a standalone movie, you can watch it as a standalone movie without knowing any of the prior Marvels and still enjoy that movie for what it is. The same way this
Yeah, I
next
mean,
Marvel
I guess
comes
you
out,
could, but at the same
it's going to
time,
be
I
a
feel
good
like
movie.
you're going to be kind of lost. It's going to start out and you're going to be like, I have
Depends
no
why
idea
you're
what the
watching
fuck's
it.
going on.
Depends why you're watching it. If you're just watching this to just watch a movie, I don't give a fuck why we're on this planet, why it starts. If anything, fire. I don't have to start with some fucking bullshit dialogue that's going to lead me up to some bullshit. I'm already in some bullshit. Perfect way to start a movie. And if you're a Marvel fan, then you have watched all the shows and you know exactly what's going on. But if you just want an action movie with some superheroes and your kid want, yeah, whatever. Who the fuck cares why we started on Venus? It doesn't matter. Because you're not
Yeah,
into this,
guys.
you're not watching that for the story. Because if you were watching it for the story, you would have watched everything leading up to it. But if you're just watching it for the action, you like Hulk, you want to see what Hulk's doing. I didn't watch any of the shows. I didn't have Disney Plus. I don't know if he was in any of the shows. If he wasn't, then hey, whatever the fuck Hulk is doing right now, you had no idea Hulk was doing that anyway because he was never in any of the shows. So yeah, it doesn't. Just enjoy the movie, people. I'm just excited to see how they're going to do the Tony take off this mask. Is Tony going to take off the mask? That's what a lot of fans said.
The fact that he would, just for the fact that like you made such a big deal about him being the actor for Victor. I did find it very funny that like immediately as soon as he came out that they were like, oh well, there's just another character in this universe is just getting whiteified. Or
Doom was always white.
Supposedly he's Indian.
Hey, I didn't hear anybody bitching about any of the Fantastic Fours when they came out, and it was the white man from fucking Buffy the Vampire Slayer playing Doom. I didn't hear anybody. Granted, different time. Everybody's got to be woke. You heard Kamala. Don't got to be the woke kids for the woke girl, but just make sure you woke. Bullshit she said was, I'm fucking tired.
Or he's Romanian? Romani. Yeah, he was supposed to be Romani.
Whatever.
Well, yeah, I don't,
in the Fantastic movies. I didn't hear about one.
There's a bunch of people saying that I just saw a bunch of Indian people saying that he's been whitewashed. There's a couple other characters that are supposed to be also be Romani or something like that. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't really. It's not a big deal for me. I don't really care. As long as the characters are good.
Yeah, as long as it's a good movie.
As long as the movies are good and the characters are good, I don't really care like who plays them.
Yeah, I don't care.
Like be a compelling character in a movie or show and I'll watch it.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if Catwoman's black or white or fucking Indian. Bro, if you get a badass Indian chick to be a fucking Catwoman, there all
No,
day.
that'd be different.
Be
That'd
fucking.
definitely be different.
That'd be sick. There was something else that I wanted to ask you, but I'm too drunk to figure it out.
Let's see what I got. I heard this on the JBP. You ever nut on your face by accident?
No,
No.
I don't got kind of pressure like that, dog.
Fucking neither do I. I wasn't never.
I don't also jerk.
I
off.
also
I don't jerk off upside down.
Well, that was funny because he was telling the story and everybody started laughing. And when one of the niggas said, "Nigga, what was you upside down or some shit?" And he was like, "No, I was either laying on his back in the bed, or he was sitting up in the bed, or like leaning back, like a certain angle, like on the bed." But
Also, it doesn't just happen.
I don't know.
Dog, that doesn't just happen.
What
I
do
don't
you
give a
mean?
fuck if you got a 12-inch hog, dog. You don't just nut on your face by accident.
I don't know. It never happened to me.
You gotta be
But
like, there's gotta be some aim involved.
but I would think it, in theory, it could be like a chick squirting. Like chicks usually don't squirt on their face, but if a certain angle or way to sit, all right, hey, some squirt got on my face, some way or another, whether it's a
Yeah, but like
vibrator.
that
like-
makes more sense.
So, but you know, at the end, yeah, that joint could go fucking anywhere when you fucking on that last. So I could kind of see, not this straight up, but just fucking yeah.
If you just release your hands, if this is your motion, wide hand at the ends, yeah. But I don't think
that shit ever been on your hand and you forget and you wipe your face.
No, dog. I'm immediately reaching for the towel. What are you talking about?
I'm just asking questions.
Dude, bro, if you're gonna hit me up with a 0.5 on the fucking chart, dog, I'll hit you with a sniffed it one time. Not like I'm talking about like it was like, oh, that smells like the bay.
I literally that made me so fucking nauseous.
That is.
You never smelled your nut on a chick?
Why would I do that?
Why would you purposely? You've never just accidentally been like you nutted on a chick and then didn't bring her a towel? Like, what the fuck is that smell?
No, because I'm
It's in the room.
I'm nutting on her ass or on her pussy, so my face isn't gonna be anywhere near them things once I'm.
It's in the room, dog. It's in the permeating in the room.
Remember, this don't grab greatest of smell.
Oh, well.
So unless it's strong or I'm right there.
You've
with
never
it,
nutted so nasty of a shot that you just smelt that.
No, because that's crazy. I would probably go to a doctor. I'm like, oh, I smell that.
That would be insane, dog. To
That'd be
fucking
nuts.
nut a fucking hit her with a wild shot and that joint just stank like.
That drawing nuts.
He hit you with like, God damn, what the fuck you eating?
Yeah, that's fucking disgusting.
Well, they say that pineapple makes it taste better.
Yeah, that's what they
I
say.
assume there's got to be foods out there that make it stink. Like asparagus make your pee stink.
I definitely.
Apparently, also jambalaya.
Huh?
Yeah, I made some jambalaya this week, and I fucking took a piss the other day. Dog, at the urinal, I was like, "Oh my god, dude, this shit smells crazy." Well,
Oh god,
is it a jambalaya if it doesn't have shrimp in it?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it was a non-seafood jambalaya. Shit slaps though. Made a fuck ton of it. You want some?
Jambalaya? No, I'm alright.
You like chicken and andouille sausage and rice and peppers?
Andouille.
Yeah.
Love the name. That shit's fucking hilarious. I don't know when I'd have time to go get it.
Whenever you bring over those fish.
Yeah, but the fish are frozen. This isn't frozen.
Yeah, so you'd have to come within the next week.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Monday would be the only time I'd have time. I work both jobs tomorrow, and then Sunday.
I'm about to be right there with you, sitting here, Buck.
Yeah, where are you gonna go?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I was
Home
actually thinking
Depot.
about moving into, well, if they're paying well, then I'll do it.
Depending what departments, 16, 15.
Yeah, I need more than that, though.
They
I
give
would like
you.
a nice solid 20.
Oh, I wish.
I'd be all right with that.
See, I'm
Yeah,
not
I
trying
know, I
to do a
didn't-
lot.
I don't do a lot now, and I make over.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. I already do a lot now, my full time. So I know when they pay you 20 and up, they're gonna want you to do things. I really don't have much energy to do more things other than say, "Hi, how are you? Do you need help with anything?"
Yeah, I was thinking about transitioning because I'll be 7 years, so I'll be pensioned in come January. I was thinking maybe transitioning over to selling cars.
There you go.
Get a little bit of the commish-mish.
There you go.
But that could obviously blow up in my face if I don't sell any fucking cars. I mean, I don't know. Could be a good thing though. Possibly, I don't know. And I mean, obviously I know stuff about cars, so I think I could explain them to people. The problem is that I just have these things that like I see with the people who buy the vehicles they buy, and they don't make sense to me. Like earlier today, I fixed wheels on a $130,000 fucking SUV.
Okay.
Right? Looked up the lady who owned it. She's in her 50s, like high 50s.
Right.
And lives over in Exton. And I'm like, why do you need this?
What do you mean?
Because we're talking about $130,000, $120,000 SUV competition M packaged vehicle.
Right.
Like, if you told me this lady wanted this just because of the color and the wheels, I'd be like, all right, got you. Makes sense. Maybe the carbon fiber. Maybe she likes the way it looks. But like, why do you need this performance SUV if I just don't like you lady, you understand the maintenance on this vehicle is going to be astronomical. Like that's fine. If you got the money, that's fine. But like, this isn't a practical driving car.
Hey, it is if you want it to be.
I mean, I guess anything is if you want it to be, but like the old guy that used to work here or used to own this bitch used to hate driving in these things because like they're not smooth. It's not a nice ride. You're in a performance vehicle. Like you're in a fucking rocket ship. Like every time you turn it on, it's loud. It just doesn't seem like the thing that an older lady would like. This is all I'm saying. I'm just
100%.
Like every time you're gonna get into this car, it's gonna be loud. Like you hate when there's some kid running a fucking little Pep Boys motorcycle in your neighborhood. Like, why did you decide if you like the color and this is the only version that comes in this color or this wheel style and you like the trim or whatever? Okay, that makes sense.
Because maybe it's her husband's.
Maybe. Supposedly he lives in South Carolina, so.
Still, hey, babe, go put my car in the shop real quick.
I mean, I guess.
I gotta replace some tires while I'm away.
It just baffles me some of the times where I'm like, well, I mean, I know it says her name when you start the car.
Well, yeah, she could have bought it for him.
Welcome, Heather, whatever. But I don't know. Just seems like a strange thing to me.
Hey, that's what you do when you got a lot of money. You just buy bullshit.
I mean, I guess that's how it is. But all right, we've been here long enough, so
yeah.
We will be back next week on episode 25 on the Wild and West of America.
35.
Yeah, episode 35 of Wild West of America. What did I say?
25.
Oh, 35. Yes, 35. So everybody, y'all have a great night. Thank y'all for watching. And the wrong thing. We are
A little something. Go ahead, man. Break it down.
When you really break it down.
We're just two honks and a Negro serving the Lord. We're just two honks and a Negro singing our song.